like to explore with you reality. I always hear people talking about reality and what is real. But what the heck is it? What the heck is reality? What is reality? What is reality for you may not be reality for me. Or for Zena, our dog. She may live in a very different reality. Or our Prime Minister, or a swimming champion, or a beggar. So let's look, what is true? We talk about reality as if it is one thing for all of us. But it seems to me that reality is made of ideas, of projections, of perception, and it's changing all the time. So how real is reality? It seems to me that everybody composes, more or less aware, more or less conscious, composes their own reality. And it is fleeting. And it is changing all the time. So this word reality is not so substantial as it seems to be. It's not so solid as it seems to be. Not so one of a kind as it seems to be. Reality. What is real? I don't know. What is true? What is really true? It's the same thing. What is true for you may not be true for me. What is true yesterday may not be true tomorrow. Isn't it amazing how insubstantial this also is? What is reality? Insubstantial. What is true? It's changing all the time. What do we know? What do you truly know? What do you know for sure? When you look, there is not really a constant in what we know. Even science, what seems to be pretty solid. They present their latest insights, their latest ideas, their latest conclusions. And that may change tomorrow. What do you know? What do we know about tomorrow? What do you know about yourself? Isn't it all ideas? Isn't it all assumptions? We make plans for tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we do this, that. But we don't know about tomorrow. Maybe it never comes. That's good enough. But let's admit it, that it is not so solid. This expectation about tomorrow, this assumption about tomorrow, the ideas about ourselves. See how they are changing over the years. You may feel at some point very inadequate, and 5 years later you feel very adequate. And maybe 18 years later you don't feel adequate. So, all these things, all these territories, that we tend to lean into, find some stronghold here and there, it's very fleeting, very feeble, very insubstantial. works pretty well. But for your awakening, you need to look into all these ideas. Actually, you need to look into all ideas. And I've come to find, and all mystics from all over the world at all times are inside. Nothing is real. All ideas are inherently empty. All. Well, that's very good news, because then your life, when you see this for yourself by heart, your life becomes pretty spacious, not limited by ideas that are set in stone that cannot move, or ideas that you assign reality to. It's just like a cloud passing by. This idea, and that idea, and that idea. Nothing is set in stone. We sometimes bring our mind to it, that we set ideas in stone. When you look yourself by heart, you see it is not really true. All ideas are inherently empty and are always fleeting. All feelings are inherently empty and are fleeting. All of our life experiences are inherently empty and are fleeting. Your sense of being, this thing that we call I, that I have never seen actually, is also under the law of change. Everything is under the law of change. Nothing is permanent. It is all imagined. You need to see this, because absolute freedom, awakening, the knowledge of mind is fleeting its grace. Your heart knows this. This is not mental. It is the wisdom of your heart that knows. I'm only tapping on the door of your heart. Wake up. Remember by heart who you truly are. You can never be, and you have never been, this I thing that imagines living a life. What you call I is nothing more than identification with mind, feelings, or body. That's it. It has never been. You need to realize this, because then you can realize your true identity. That's made of peace. This I sense is stolen from divinity. There is only the great mystery that cannot be known, and is expressing itself as it does. And you have identified with mind, feelings, body. That's the big mistake. That is the big misunderstanding. This you need to see. There is only the great mystery. There is only the unified, inseparable, divine mystery. This is what you are. Mind is completely incapable of realizing this. It's not the territory of the mind. It's not the territory of I. I itself is a concept. See how this concept I is the beginning of everything. Oh, I'm cold, I want water, I'm lonely, I'm angry, I'm going for a walk, I'm tired. Everything that is coming out of you is coming out of this pivot called I. Now lay it down and see what happens. Who are you when you don't need to define? When you need to comment? When you don't need to activate your mind, who are you? See? Silence speaks the mystery. And your true self can never be something that is fleeting, that is under the law of change. Everything is under the law of change. Your body, your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences, your house, the world, your parents, your children, your hair, everything is under the law of change. Your bicycle, this is not what you can be. You can see this in a minute. Now it is up to you to break this habit energy of being so constantly involved and fascinated by all these fleeting images, actually, what we call experiences. Cut it, this habit energy. Be free of it, what the habit energies, and usually ruled by fear and awareness, how they control you and control your decisions. Be free of it all and live like sheer awareness. No center, no border, just being aware. This is peace, this is freedom, this is love, this is compassion, this is unconditional. Unconditional. And all these lofty words, usually are enwrapped in conditions. We are always craving for the right conditions so that I can be happy. True happiness is unconditional. True peace is unconditional. That is why it is so incredibly precious and valuable for you to realize this is your true home your true self, changeless, borderless, not of this world, said our great Master Jesus Christ. Not of this world. Not of the world of appearances. Appearances. Come to realize this in your very heart. It's easy to see. In a few minutes you can see this, you can admit this, admit it when you see it. Not because I say it, but because you see it with your own heart. And then when this resonates with you, when you see it by yourself, you honor. You honor with your life this insight, and you refrain from getting involved all the time in appearances. You need to be firm, you need to be vigilant, you need to be passionate about this. And then you will see for yourself and realize for yourself and live peace.